And guys, we're not locked into your parts yet, right? So we're going to look through them and decide. Hello, everyone. Welcome online. If you are watching the replay of this, hold tight because we're going to just get started right now. Let me post this on the website. And then we'll get going. So let's start with the Tárrega piece so that we can take some time to look at it and see what's there and what's not, and how many mistakes I made and all that. It's a lot of measures. So if I didn't make any mistakes, it will be surprising.
I have a rookie question.
Yeah.
Is there a good way to turn the page so that you don't get lost?
No. There is one way to do it. It costs $2,000. So it's called this with a foot pedal. So yeah. So what I recommend, if you're not ready to spend $2,000 on turning the page, what I usually, you know, those sign here type sticky notes. Stick one up on page the right hand page. That way you can just reach up and grab it and turn it much more quickly.
Okay.
And then
this?
Yeah, just I guess just regular sticky note,
It's
right?
not a perfect solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look like
Yeah. And the other thing to accept is pretty good chance you're going to miss a couple of notes at the end of the page and a couple of notes at the beginning of the next page. And you just count on your fellow teammates to have that covered for you. So, yeah, there's no perfect solution to that. In real orchestras, they sit in pairs. And so whoever the better person is in charge of not turning the page, and the not quite so good person is in charge of being the page turner. So you'll see that in orchestras, they always sit with two people on the same sheet of music. And typically, I think it's the person on the left who reaches up and turns the page. I think because it's faster and easier for the person on the left to do it. And typically, because a concertmaster always sits here, that would put her or him on the right side, and they never turn the page. So, unless they don't have somebody sitting to their left, of course. So, yeah. So those are my suggestions. I have found that spending the money on the iPad and the foot pedal has eliminated that as one of my things I worry about. Does mean I end up in the poorhouse and I have to eat top ramen every day, but I like top ramen. All right, let's
So I
see.
discovered last week, if you have an iPad, you can open your email thing
Yeah,
and turn it up this way, and so you can see the whole page. And then magically at the bottom, these page things appear, and you just hit the page and it turns the page for you.
Okay.
yeah,
So
So then that's
it took me
Yeah.
days.
and cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me days to figure that
yeah,
out until I
Yeah.
realized that.
yeah.
Well, if you're still looking at having to turn page with your hand.
You're right, but you just have to touch it.
Yeah.
You don't have to grab a page.
No, but if you're playing arpeggio or something, you still have to stop and push your button.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Foot pedal.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why the foot pedal's great.
The ones we got weren't that expensive. They're not the $100.
Yeah,
They're cheaper.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I bought the $100 one, and it seems about this. The only thing I like about it better than the $50 one is it doesn't go click. My first one went click. So I feel very fancy now when I go, and it just turns the page. So. Yeah. Hey, Bill. Bill is here. Bill is having a page turner is awesome, is what Bill reports. So yeah. So there you go. Drop some money on your iPad, and then we're all set. Let's take a look at this. We may spend a little bit of time. So the one thing that I did here is you have Tárrega he didn't write that much, but what he wrote was really, really nice stuff. And about 5 or 6 of his pieces are like classical guitar standards, like everybody plays them. So at least this will at least give you some exposure to his stuff. It starts off with a song called Lagrima, which means the teardrop, and we will play that section fairly slowly, and it goes through measure 30, measure 40 is how far it goes. Now, the nice part about classical style is they'll do something and then they repeat it, and they do something new and then they repeat it, and very often after that they go back and do the first thing they did again. So with Lagrima, I did include all of that in there, so you'll learn really only 2 sections, and then you'll find that it actually just repeats. And then starting at measure 41, we'll pick the speed up a little bit because it really drags if we don't, and it's a song called Adelita, and again, just really beautiful piece of music, and the only challenge we'll have with Adelita is there's a couple of places where he had what amounts to fermatas, and it was super hard to figure out, should I just put fermatas in there or give you an extra beat? And so I added a beat in. So you have a few 4/4 measures kind of lurking around. Measure 62 and measure 70 are 4/4 measures, and so we'll just have to mark those and make sure when we get to them that you're counting an extra beat in there. And that kind of took care of the fermatas and allowed it to kind of keep us all together, right? And then after that, at measure 73 is the last piece, and it's called the Grand Waltz. And of the 3, it starts off almost like, wait, this is way too easy. And then around measure 104, then for guitar 1, it shoots way up to the top of your fretboard. And but I was able to keep it not quite as crazy for guitar 2 and guitar 3. So those of you on guitar 1, you'll be working at the top. I think there's a 114 in here. Yeah, there's a 14th fret, but it's mostly it's 12 or lower. And it sounds like exactly what you would think with a waltz, sort of this Italian, almost comical waltz kind of thing. It's actually quite pretty to play. I don't think we will be terribly stressed to get it out. It does change keys a bunch. Those of you who read standard notation, pay attention to your sharps. They change. Those of you who use tabs could care less. Or I should say could not care less what key you're in, because the only thing that happens when you change keys, sometimes the frets that you're hanging around on change a little bit. But because these are all sharp keys, they don't change that much. What else should I tell you about this? It's long. It'll take about 5.5, 6 minutes to perform it, but I don't think it's anywhere near as hard as Bolero, honestly. And so I think it should be fun to play. Okay, so let's go through. We'll break it into sections. We'll do a few measures and see how it goes, and then we'll keep going forward and see what happens. Hey, Marcos. Oh, that's Pele. I was like, I don't remember a part, Marcos. All right, glad you're here, Pele. All right, so from the top, remember we're in 3 and not fast, okay? And we're not going to time anything tonight. I just want to play through it a little bit and see how you do, okay? So from the top, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, bong. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1, bong. Okay, right? So let's stop there. So you saw it just repeated twice, basically. So you play the first part. Once you learn the first 8 measures, you've learned 16 measures. Okay, so let's play just that section again. and maybe a little louder, and maybe a little faster, okay? So you guys got it right off the bat, okay? From the top, 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, and 8. Bom, bom. 1, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, bum. Okay. All right. Questions so far?
From a guitar major standpoint,
Yeah.
would you take measure 2? I'm inclined, since it goes 4, 5, 7,
Yep.
I'm inclined to change that from 2 zeros to 7, 5, 7, 5, 5.
We're looking at which measure?
Measure 2.
Guitar 1, measure 2. 20200.
So changing that down is going to 7, 5, 7, just so you're not switching. going up
You
and down.
could. I
Is
mean,
that something you would do?
I would probably play it as the tab reads, 4, 5, 7, just because 202 is such a common shape. I probably would stick with that. However, obviously mess around with it and decide which makes the most sense for you. I think try it both ways and figure. I mean, I definitely see what you're saying. I mean, you're up at 7, and then now you got to jump down and grab the 2. But for me, that's a pretty convenient jump. When it's up in 12s and 11s and 10s, that's a whole different story, right? That's when I start looking at refingering stuff. But 7 to 2, I usually just do that.
Well, it's a little bit different sound, too.
Yeah, it is a different sound, right?
It kind of depends on what sound you want.
Well, right now I want some sound. I don't know, right? Right? I don't know if we need to lose too much sleep over it. I made, if I had a choice of, there's a number of places where he has kind of short staccato stuff. I pretty much got rid of all of that because I just feel like in a large ensemble we're do better with sort of these lumbering sounds a little bit. So we'll see long term how it works out. But I think the open sounds are fine. Let's do it one more time, and you guys basically got it already. So let's do just that section one more time. Joni's Joni, back from vacation, but have a cough. Hope to be. Everybody comes back from vacation with a cough. Have you noticed that?
We wore masks on.
Did you wear masks? Yeah. It seems like you pick it up in the airport, is what I'm thinking.
Well,
I
there
mean.
was sitting in the airport, everybody's hacking.
Yeah, I've just noticed everybody that comes back from vacation, they then have 3 days that they have to stay home because they caught it. All right, here we go. Same place. It sounded good, guys. Play loud. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7, 2 and 3 and 8, 2, bong. 1, 2, 3. 10, 2, 3. 11, 2, 3. 12, 2, 3. 13, 2, 3. 14, 2, 3. 15, 2, 3. And 16, 2, 3. Good. This sounds really good so far. All right, let's take a look at 17. Here we have a very, guitar 1 and guitar 2 have the same exact thing. And so you'll help each other out up until, for the first couple of measures anyway. That way we'll all start together strong. And again, we're going to play 8 measures, and then those 8 measures are going to repeat. So again, you just learn the first 8 measures and you've learned the whole section. Okay? So from 17, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Bong, bong. Repeats. 1, 2. Oh, you guys wanted to stop, okay? You wanted to break. All right, let's go back, take a look at 17 again, from 17, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 2. Okay, so I put in everybody's going to play bong, bong right there. It sounded super funny on the computer, and so I want it to be as funny with us, right? Let's do that section one more time. Well, in fact, we'll do that section, and then we'll just continue straight on through. You'll see it repeats note for note in the next 8 measures, okay? So from 17, one last time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Bong, bong. Keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Bong, bong. Got it? Sounds really pretty, you guys. It sounds really cool. Okay, let's go from 17, and when you'll find when you get to 32, it's exact repeat of the beginning. So you already know how to play this next part as well. Okay, so we'll start from 17, and we will play all the way up through 40. Okay, 17 through 40. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 18, 2, 3 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and bong, bong, bong. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Keep going. Done, done. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. 36 and 2 and 3 and bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, beautiful. Good. All right, that's it. That's the whole first song. Done. Okay, so really, once you learn one little section, you learn a whole bunch of the song. That one's, I don't think, going to be a problem. Now, we go on to Adelita, and again, I don't think this will be a huge problem, but we will be picking up the pace just a little bit, not today, obviously, but we'll be picking up, going just a little bit faster. What you'll notice on this one is about every 4 measures it repeats, so you've got to learn this little little lick, and then you go do that lick again, and then you learn a new lick, and you do that lick again. So it's very repetitive, and this is a really, really pretty song, I think. So let's just play down through 26 on this one. Let's just look through it real quick, see the whole thing, and then we'll play it through it a couple times. So from measure 41 through 56, it looks like on my thing. Okay, it's up to the key change. Okay, everything's again in 3/4 the whole way through. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now, good. You can see it's super repetitive, the same idea basically in every single measure. Bum, 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 bum. And just with a couple of changes in there, not very many. So if you get that, you've got the whole thing figured out. The fingering, I think, for guitar 3 is all over the place, so that's probably the hardest one here. And then guitar 2, you are high, low, all over the neck. I guess guitar 1's kind of that way too. Again, I don't have a problem with you refingering the tab if it makes it easier for you and you have a different way of doing it. I think you should do that, right? All right, let's do that one section again, just up to the key change. So from number 40, a little faster. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and dum dum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum 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 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dum. Yeah, so we'll go, so that little transition there, bum, 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 picks you up and drops you into a new key. So you've been hanging around in this E minor feeling, and then we drop into an E major feeling. And so you can see, you go all of a sudden, the 4 shows up right away. And so you're like, oh, now we're in a new key. A lot of times in the old classical music, they would have exactly the same thing in both keys, but he changes the whole idea when he switches keys here, which is kind of cool. So at 37, again, if you were on guitar 1 or guitar 2, you're going to be high up on the neck, and then you come crashing down. And pay attention at 82, or is it 62? 62, you have a count change, okay? You guys probably won't care much, but I'll mess it up every single time we get to it. And then, and it's just, because we're just taking account of some fermatas he's got in there, and rather than leaving it open-ended, I thought, let's just put in a regular beat there and move on with our lives, okay? So that's why you get a dotted quarter note in at both of those places, just to let that note ring if we can.
Is that
Okay?
the only place where we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think in the whole song. I don't remember any 4 other key. There's key changes other places, but that's the only place where we change the meter. And again, I'm just trying to take advantage of a fermata without making it a fermata. All right, so from 37, let's see how we do. 37, that's where the
Maybe
key.
57.
57 is what I mean to say. My numbers are really small on the conductor score.
I saw the conductor's score and I said, that's too tiny.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I can't raise it, get it bigger. I'll probably have to do that when I actually conduct this. It was 34 pages, and I thought, this is not worth 34 pages, so I made it smaller and squished it down. All right, 57, please. Okay, play loud, right? Don't worry about making mistakes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 4 1 and 2 3 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 2 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2. Okay, I blew it. I got a measure ahead of myself. Let's start from the same spot, 57, please. 57. 1 2 3 7 2 3 8 2 3 and 9. 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 1 2 dum 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 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 3 1 bum bum, right? And then you'll pick up into the new song. The next section is super easy to play. This is probably, I don't know if this is as hard as it gets, but this is pretty hard through this section. So let's go back to 57 one more time. And once I drop into 4/4, then my body does not go back to 3/4. It's like, nope, that can't possibly be happening to you.
You're gonna have a seizure on the
I know, I'm like, I could feel my arm like, and you're like, no. Maybe I'll just let it happen and do it backward. I don't know, it's crazy. And you guys are like, yep, just an extra beat, right? No big deal. And I don't know, for some reason I can't do it. All right, from 57. 1 2 3 1 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 3 1 2 3. Nice. 1 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 da dum 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 bum bum bum. Okay, good. Yeah, good. So, anything in there you see that's super weird, or once we get it? I mean, you guys are already starting.
No, just the writing in general. Okay.
Just the writing, just
So-
the writing in general. Yeah.
Give us your interpretation. Measure 63, beat 1. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So you got a dotted eighth note followed by that 16th note, right? So it's bum ba dum bum. That's it. Bum ba dum bum bum. You can if you want. Yeah. In the original, that would have been a grace note, right? So yeah, hammer would make perfect sense. But yeah, it's a 16th note, and it's going to go by pretty quick because our goal is to be at tempo 100 through this section, so you will not have a ton of time to make that sound beautiful. So yeah, either a hammer on or, if you want to pluck it, that's fine too. Yeah, there's only a few 16th notes in the whole thing. I basically took them out is basically what I did. There was a few other of them that weren't doing a lot of work that I thought, you know what, we'll just end up messing them up and we don't need them anyway. So, but that one felt like it was really, really cool there. So, okay, good. Now we're going to go in the grand vaults, and this is going to be at 140, right? So we're going to clip along at a pretty quick pace on this thing. Okay, not today, obviously, but we will be moving a little faster. Question?
So it looks like measure 70 is indeed a 4-beat measure.
Measure 70 is indeed a 4-beat measure, yes. So we'll do 4 beats there, and 4 beats at 62, and that way we all stay together. And then from there out, it's 3/4 the whole way through. The only thing that will happen is that the pickup from 72 into 73, that's where we're going to turn on the afterburner. We're going to really speed up at that section when we're ready, not today. And the thing that's kind of cool is I was super worried about the transition from one key to the other, but his original notes actually work. So they're fine with coming out of the old key into the new key. And so I didn't have to write anything there, which is kind of, it's like, oh, thank God, Gary's not having to mess with Tárrega. So what I'd like to do is do measure 72 and then go into the next thing. Okay, so 72 is your last note of the previous section, then a pickup into this next section, and you'll hear it pretty quickly. It sounds very like an Italian waltz is what it sounds like. He was a Spanish composer, but they heard things. So, and it'll feel very waltzy and very pretty when we get it there. Okay. So, from measure 72, and I will count you in from 71. Okay? Kind of fast. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2. Bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, dun. 5. Dun, dun. 6. Dun, dun. 7. Dun, dun. 8. Dun. Done. 9, 2, 3, bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, ba-da bum, bum, ba-da bum, bum, ba-da bum, bum. 1, 2, done. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 92, 2, 93, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, bum, bum, 4, bum, 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 bum. Okay, good. That's exactly what I was anticipating happening. So we don't want to play too fast through what number is that? 103. Because at 104, the wheels are going to come off real fast, right? So for guitar 1 and guitar 2, you guys all of a sudden have a whole lot of work to do, starting at 104. And so that section we just did, pretty straightforward, right? There's not a ton there. So let's start at 104. I'm going to slow us down. And again, it's pretty much eighth notes. You'll see in there a few 16th notes. And again, just ba-dum is a great way to handle those. Christy?
Measure 108 guitar 2.
Measure 108 guitar 2, yeah. Oh, you're missing your tab.
Am I supposed to play do I have a rest or I don't play the note?
You're supposed to play those notes. I didn't obviously tab it down, so I will have to fix that on the original. I never make any mistakes, Christy, so this is...
No, but I was going to play the rest because
Yeah.
that was easier.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, I think what I did is I stole those notes from somebody else and put them in there at the last minute and then forgot to drag the tab down. So, all right, I've got that marked. I will double check it, Christy. Today you can play a rest if you want, but I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to play those two notes to pick you up into the next idea.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll check that at home tonight, but I'm pretty sure that's a mistake.
I cycled it.
Thanks. All right, so from 104, let's see how we do. Kind of slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 E and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Just exactly how he wrote it.
We nailed 119. We got it.
119 we killed. Well, it's funny. You guys all of a sudden you can like, yep, and now bass has got to go all these weird notes on their part. So yeah. So again, now the good news is that's the section, right? And so you know how it's all working already. He's going to repeat that section again here. So we got to learn these ones, but then we've got a whole bunch learned. So from 104 again, right? 104. Oh, and for now, those 16th notes, just play them as 8th notes. Don't get it into your head yet, right? We'll fix them later, right? Just play them as 8th notes. They're fine, okay? From 104. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3 and 5, 2, 3, 6 and 2 and 3 and 7 and 2, 3, 8 and 2 and 3 and 9, 2, 3, 10, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 13, 2, 3, 14, 2 and 3 and 15, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. Good. And then we're going to repeat. So you got the idea there. Let me go peek. Yeah, so Christy at 124, that's the repeat of, that's your note right there. Yep. So I obviously did it right at one spot and forgot to go back and do it at the other spot. So that's the same as 124 equals 124. Okay, and I'll fix that on the original.
This is 7, not 9. This is 9. 12's easy. It's got 2 dots.
12 I have 2 dots. Here's what I hate about being a musician. Guitars should be a guitar, right? Some of them have 12 frets to the body, some of them have 14 frets to the body. And so you can't depend on even the 12, right? You can't depend on.
Some have dots everywhere.
Then there's dots everywhere,
Dots.
right? Most of the time it's on 9, but all ukuleles is on 10, except for my first ukulele, which is on 9. And you look down and you're just like,
No.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. Right?
Well, when I made a guitar, I put 2 dots on 7, so I always knew where 7
Knew where 7 is, right? Honestly, I start to think that maybe that's the right thing to do. A dot on 7, nowhere else, you
There
know?
it is right in the middle, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
this is 7. Now do the math from there. I don't know. Every time I look down, I'm like, which guitar am I on? Which dots am I looking at? Yeah, it's annoying. It's really funny. And then of course the old purists are like, you shouldn't have any dots at all.
None at all.
Yeah, none at all, right? And you're like, well,
And blindfolded.
yeah, and blindfolded, yeah. And by the way, if you can't do that, get out, you know. So.
Yeah, I don't know how people play a fretless instrument, like a violin.
Well, you know why? Is they listen. You have to, right? You have to hear it, and so you know, right? And it doesn't change, right? It's always the same, you know. It's always the same, and so yeah, it's When you have frets, you don't get that choice. It's, you push it down, it's the sound, that sound is the sound. Sometimes it's not the one you meant. All right, good job, guys. Let's go from 120. Same thing again, okay? From 120. Not fast. Play loud, make lots of mistakes. This is our time, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, bomb, bomb, bomb. Okay, boom. Now we all come in at 136 and you get a 3-beat moment to just get your head back on, right? Bong. Okay, and so bass players, your guitar 3 and guitar 4, you guys are a big deal right through that section. All right, let's look at 137. So things settle down just for a little bit here, well, for quite a little bit actually, right? So we should be able to play all the way to 172 without any tragedies, I would think. All right, so let's have you guys start at 135. So we'll finish up the previous idea and move on to the next idea. Okay, so you're at 135. I'll come in at 134. Okay? 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. Bum. Rest, rest. 1. Bum, bum. 1, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. 40. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, da da dun dun dun, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 53, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, dun 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, da, 5, da, da, 6, 2, 3, 7, bong, 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 2, 3, then run, 2, 3, 72, 71, 2, 3, 1, ba da bum, 2, 3, 1. Bum 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 2, 3 bum 2, 3 9 2, 3 bum 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 2 bum bum 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 bum 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 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 95 2 96 bum 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 7 2 3 8 2 2 1 bong, bong, bong. Nice, good. Bum, bum, one, bum, 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 four, bum, bum, five, bum, bum, six, bum, bum, seven, bum, eight, dum, dum, nine, dum, dum, 10, dum, dum, 11, dum, dum, 12, dum, dum, ba dum bum bum, ba dum bum bum, ba dum bum bum bum. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 2, 21, 2, 22, dum, 10, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bum. Oh. You got one measure ahead of us, Mike, and I was like, he'll finish a little early. Take a rest back here. Yeah,
Same key, dude.
same key, right? Who cares, right? Yeah, and the basses, you guys get the big ending, right? Bong, 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 right? So, you guys can't fall asleep at the end. Thoughts on that? I pushed us on through there because I thought,
Yeah, no, that's,
I thought you guys can probably get, now again, just practice those little sections that are hard. You don't need to practice the whole thing. That's silly. But there are a few places where it kind of moves all over the fretboard a little bit, and those are always hard. And then those of you guys with really high notes, obviously, Mike's right, sticker on each one. I don't understand what would be the problem with having, like, on violins, they have when the little kids start, they put the pink tape around where you're supposed to put your fingers. I don't understand what would be the problem with just having it numbered in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, only you could see those numbers were there. But this is a really pretty song. I think
It
you'll
is.
love. I
I
think
think
you'll
it'd be
love
really nice.
playing it once you get all of it figured out.
You learn the rest of the fretboard.
Once you, yeah, right.
yeah, it
Well,
does,
that's a good thing.
Good thing.
Well, and when you play something really hard, then you go back to the other stuff you used to think was really hard. You're going like, well, this is easy.
It's one of those things, right? Anytime you start a new song, it's hard. Even if it's an easy song, it's hard in the beginning, right? And then you play it for a while, and then you get where you can do it. And then a year later, you go back to it for some reason or other, and you're like, I can't believe I used to struggle with this sort of thing. But I always think when you start a new song, it's just a lot. Your brain has a lot to get into it. So nice job, you guys. I really love it. I think it's going to be fun to work on. I don't think it'll take us that long to put together. And then I will just try my best to make sure we stay balanced on that, so we have enough, at least 2 people on every part. And it should work, I hope. What do you want to play?
something mind-numbingly easy.
All right, Bolero, I agree.
Yeah.
Let's do Over the Rainbow. Come on, you guys worked hard enough for today. Over the Rainbow, please. Well,
But no page flipping.
yeah, no page, does it all fit on 2 pages? We have, in the ukulele orchestra, we have a guy, he is committed that everything will fit on 2 pages. And, I mean, some of the songs are long, right? Somehow, does he shrink it down really small? Is that what he
He's
does?
gonna have to quit doing that because his eyes are.
Because he can't see it.
Oh, because he can't see it anymore. And I mean, I love the idea. It's like, nope, every song can fit on 2 pages, and you're like, well,
Yeah, no.
no. But
Right
so
here, 2 pages could be the size of those big books.
Get those
in
big books,
preschool.
yeah, well, and I know when, in the old days, when you go get your conductor score, it was on 11 by 17 paper, so you put this giant thing, and you had to carry it around and weigh 100 pounds, and, you're just like, because even now, like, this is, I need the whole page, like, I will probably go back and fix the conductor score, because it is just a little too small, and, it's interesting, because I love the idea that all songs will fit on 2 pages if you make them small enough, but that also requires you to be 20 years old, right?
Well, if you take your tab out of that, then.
Yeah, because he probably drops tabs off of his, so he doesn't even use those. But that's one of my professor over at school. He and I were talking about tabs, and of course, he's against tabs, and on just because he's been playing for his whole life, and on one instrument, you don't need tabs when you have one instrument you play your whole life on. And he's like, well, what about page turns? That's his exact. I says, well, Alex, you go these days, and he's like, oh yeah, I guess that's true. So, yeah, and he knows that, but he just wants to squabble with me. All right, Over the Rainbow. What have we been playing it at? We've been playing it at 100. Let's play it at 100.
Oh, we have?
Yeah,
How fast is that?
Vacation.
that's concert tempo. So 2, 3, 1, 2. That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
Let's not play it that fast. No. Come on, we just worked a whole song out. I'll put it to 90. All right, Over the Rainbow from measure 1. Remember your repeat. You got one big repeat on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum. That's too fast. Oh, let's slow it down. All right. Maybe I bumped the thing last time. Let's go back. Let's go at a little bit slower pace from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2 and 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2 and 3, 4. 9, 2 and 3, 4. 10, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2 and 3, 4. 3, 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 2 and 3 and 4. 6, 2 and 3, 4. 7, 2 and 3 and 4. 8, 2, quiet. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and mezzo and 3 and 4 and forte. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piano. 2 and 3 and 4 and mezzo. 2, 3 and 4 and forte. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter note. 2, 3, 4, 8 and 2 and 3, 4, 9, 2 and 3, 4, 10, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 4, 32, 2, 2, 33, dun, 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 4, 2 and 3, 4, repeat. Back to 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2 and 3, 4, 9, 2 and 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 4, 11, 2, 3, 4, 12, 2, 3, 4, 13, 2, 3, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. 2, 3, and 19, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 21, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, and 3, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 4, and 3, and 4, and 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 9, 2, and 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Do, 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 do. Beautiful. Dun, 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 4, dun, 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 6, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Nice. Okay. Make sure at measure 38 you have that marked retardando, because we'll slow it down. Each of those notes gets slower, slower, and a lot slower. And that fermata at the end, which a lot of you didn't mark it for all of you. You've got a fermata at the end of measure 38 that we'll take very seriously. Like we will wait until the song completely is silent, and then we'll do the last two measures. Pretty nice job, you guys. All right, so next week we will play everything theoretically, and I know Laura's on her way back, so we'll get a whole bunch of horsepower added in, plus a bunch of other people are returning from vacations, so that'll be helpful, and yeah.
Back on over the rainbow.
Oh, yeah,
So we have a retardando at 38.
Yeah.
And then at 39 and 40,
Uh-huh.
are you gonna really subdivide those 8 notes or not? Are you gonna slow it?
so I've got
I mean, are you gonna really slow
beyond
it
the rainbow, why oh why
Just keep an eye
can't
on it.
I would say it might be a little slower than the main body of the song, but not
Okay, not necessarily.
I don't think we'll make it crazy slow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, great question. Okay. All right, guys, good job, good rehearsal, good to see so many of you back, and I'm just devastated that Hawaii was perfect, so, yeah, because it was pretty close to perfect here in Denver, but not.
It was warmer here than it was in Hawaii.
We've been having a great fall, man.
Yeah, we had the one hot week.
Because you had
Yeah.
like 88 degrees.
Yeah, we had, yeah. But yeah, the trees are barely turning in Denver,
I was
yeah.
surprised. I thought there'd be more color when we came back.
Yeah, it's still pretty green out there,
I
so.
think they're just all gonna go brown.
Just,
It's gonna fall.
yeah, just one day it'll be this deep freeze. Yeah, so, thank you guys, we're sounding great, you making beautiful music, and I know we're playing hard music, but keep at it, you guys can do this. Guys online, good to see you, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here.
Okay, the long-awaited Tárrega.
I have, for those of you guys that decide, you know what, I love these songs, I do have with